There's the kid.
There she goes. Hold on.
That's okay. Okay, everyone, we're going to get started here. It's Carl Hovelson, and I'm here with Thomas Marguccio and Stephanie. I'm not sure what your last name is.
Vargas.
Stephanie Vargas here, and we've got Jaron, and I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Jaron. So, Laus, is it Laus?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
There we go. Jaron Laus. Okay, and we're going to be talking about finding your target market. Okay, this is what I guess most people have a hard time with, and I'm gonna let go of a few secrets again here today. I don't know how many secrets I can let go of, but I'm gonna help out some people here with some of this stuff. Stephen Hurst just joined us as well. Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Carl.
So what we're going to talk about is what do you, in your software, how do you go in and find the actual target market? Okay. Now, I do have my software running in the background right now. I think what I'll do is I will kill my promotion because I shouldn't have ran it when it was here. So I'm going to stop it right now so I can show you on the software how to find people properly. Okay. And I love this software because it has so many unique features to it. Okay, just some of the features are, it allows us to post massively to groups, and we're not integrated into Facebook, which is a huge thing because in a lot of cases with software out there, they're API based, which means that they integrate into the actual social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, whatever it is. And when you're on API based, that means that the actual social network knows that you're integrated, so they know that there's software there. So when you run it, and just so everybody knows that social media doesn't mind you using software as long as you don't abuse the social network, okay? And the problem with most people, you hear about the dreaded Facebook jail, okay? We hear about that all the time. I'm in Facebook jail. I'm stuck here for 3 weeks, right? That's because someone has taken the software, okay, if they're using the software, and they're abusing the posting privileges, which means that here on Facebook especially, they've done a new update, and the one thing that everybody needs to know is that you cannot post to a group more than once a day. And a lot of the closed and secret groups don't allow you to post unless for every 2 days. Okay? So be very cautious of that. And Facebook monitors this, and if they find you abusing it, well, next thing you know, the only place you can post is on your timeline. The other thing that a lot of people don't know is that it's 3 strikes, you're out with Facebook now. So if you go to Facebook jail once, that's your warning. If you go to Facebook twice, that's your final warning. If you abuse it the 3rd time, you lose your account. Okay? So be very careful on what you're doing now, because Facebook is clamping down on abusive people, okay, that are abusing it. It's spam. It's a zero tolerance for spam all over the place. Make sure that you stay compliant. You don't need to post more than once a day. I recommend you post every 2nd day in there. And the way that we have our software with the intervals and the way that we post, this is what's so amazing about it, because we can have 1,000 groups, and you can post up to 200 groups per day, okay? Which means you could post, let's say, 100 in the morning, and then another 100 in the evening. Okay, I recommend morning and night, not afternoon. Okay, you want to span it out, and I'll get into that maybe a little bit later in this one here. If not, I'll do it on Friday. Okay, and then of course, if you've got, let's say, 400 groups, we'll use that as an example. So group 100 and group 200 on day 1, group 300 and group 400 on day 2, and then you alternate back. Okay, that's just an example how you would do it. And that would be staying compliant with Facebook, allowing you to get your message out and still be interacting with people in the groups on a regular basis. Okay, so myself, I'm in 1,000 groups. So when I post out there, I hit the same groups about every 5 days. Okay, because I'm doing 200 one day, 200 the next day, 200, and then so every 5 days I'm cycling back to my first original ones. Okay, so I'm still hitting that group within the week. I'm still able to get there and interact with them, and this is something you want to think about. Okay, now what I'm going to get into today is I'm going to be actually showing you how to find and get yourself advertising in groups that many people are not advertising in. Now, I'm going to be very cautious about this here because this was one of my advantages that I use and maybe a few others use out there, but I'm going to open it up a little bit here today, okay? And hopefully it doesn't backfire on myself. Okay? But you know what? You all deserve to know this. Whether you take advantage of it or not, again, I can lead the horse to water. I can't make him drink. So, I can show you everything that I do, whether you take advantage of it or not. That's going to be what's up to you all. Okay? So, before we get into any of this right now, I want to go through the panelists, and I want to get their feedback on actually using the software and actually what they're doing to target, I guess, niche target their groups. So, you know what? We'll go from right to left. We'll start with Tom, and then we'll end with Jaron. Okay? So Tom, let us know what you're doing right now with the software.
All right. Well, what I'm doing right now is based upon what I've learned from you, as I'm targeting, the groups that are, the make money from home, affiliate marketing, and all they're various areas. And what I'll do is when I go to answer a post, this is the way I've found to find new groups, is that there are suggested groups on the right side of the screen, and I will just join them, and I'll see, they're able to mouse over those particular groups. You see how many people are in them, and then you can join right from there. So I'm always expanding my groups. I mean, right now I have over 600 groups, in my my groups. So what I'm doing is I'm spreading out the posts for the entire day. You said 200, but I'm doing 300, but I'm spreading them out over about a minute and a half for each post, so it looks natural. And in the middle of those posts, it just takes a whole day to run this program. In the middle of the day, I will change the increment, the time frame between posts. And it would be nice if the software did it automatically. Maybe we can talk to John about that. But I will change the increment of time so it shows that it's a difference. It's not the same as I start as I finish. And it seems to be working fine. And and I take away the sleep mode so that it'll just can constantly post. And I'm just starting to do that, and it seems to be working out. I'm responding to the people, and so that's basically what I'm doing in IBK. Based upon what you told me. But again, I'm posting to more groups per day, so this way I'm constantly getting in people's face on an alternate day. And that seems to be working. I think I'm going to stay out of trouble that way, because it's longer, it's all day, and it looks like it's a more natural posting method.
Actually, that's actually kind of smart. I never thought to do that, to like halfway through change the time increments.
Yeah, because
that's actually kind of smart to do. So there you go. So I guess that's one thing that everyone can think about doing, because that's just showing that it becomes a little bit more humanized.
Well, because Carl, you did say that we should change it on a daily basis to not be the same amount of time in between posts. But now what this does is, because you can change it on the software without affecting the software will continue to run even if you change the number every 20 minutes. But you don't have to do that. But if you change it somewhere in between, you figure if it's a 12-hour span, 6 hours into it, you change the timing. And it could be by 10 seconds or 20 seconds difference. And that will make it look like, oh, it's more natural. It's not the same number of seconds. So I find that's
yeah, smart. Very, very smart. Now, let's just talk one more thing before we go on to Stephen. What kind of leads are you driving in a day now? Have you kind of figured that out? What the leads are like?
Well, the leads are like third world, a lot of third world countries, Africa and the Asian countries, and they're tending to be just curious, tired.
Well, I'm talking about how many leads are you getting a day? Like, are you getting a mass amount of leads?
No, not a mass amount. It may be up to 20, maybe 20, and a lot of likes. More people liking than actually commenting.
Okay.
They're not wanting to, get too involved, but they do say they like it, and I'll respond to them, and they'll say, okay, thanks, I'll check it out, that kind of thing. So I don't know, the quality could be better, but I don't know.
Well, it'll come, and maybe it'll come after I share what I'm going to share with you guys today. So let's go over to Stephen. Stephen, what is it you're doing with the software now? That's where you're posting, the kind of groups you're posting in, kind of leads you're drawing in, that sort of thing.
Well, I'm just posting 150 a day, and what I'm doing is I'm experimenting with the times that I set up my poster, and I'm also experimenting with the delay in between postings and that too. And I'm not really getting very many leads yet, but I'm getting more responses when I go to the people that like them, and I reply to those, and I get more response from those than I do from my ads. So,
that's why I shared that last week, because I found that responding to people who like my stuff, even the ones that aren't commenting, just the ones that like it, they're the ones that like what they see, but they're scared to make a comment, or they're scared to ask for anything. So I turn around and I do that, and I get a lot of people that come back to me saying, hey, thanks for sending that to me. I really just didn't know whether I should ask or not, right? So I got a lot of that. So that's why I'm always telling people, respond back to people who are actually liking your stuff as well. So thanks for that, Stephen. Stephanie, let's go over to you, and I guess you're pretty brand new here, so let's get some feedback from you on just what you've experienced just in the last little while since you've come on board.
Sure. Well, I've been dealing with a lot of technical issues, but that's okay. I just got my everything set up yesterday, and now I'm ready to start posting.
Awesome. Okay, so you've got a lot of groups already. Have you gone in and put your group?
I mean, I've gone in and hit join for a lot. I haven't actually been accepted for very many yet. I think 3 or 4, but my IBK Facebook poster isn't working, so I'm having to do it all manually.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's something that you and I could, I can help you with, or Darren, or someone can help you with. So we'll get that sorted out. You're pretty new in here, so kind of put you on the spot a little bit. Sorry about that, but
that's okay.
That's what I do.
That's okay.
Okay, Darren, let's go over to you, bud. Let us know what's going on with you, and the leads and everything you're generating and stuff. I know that you're killing it out there. So.
Hey, but yeah, man. Yeah, when it comes to the auto poster, I basically do what you said as well. I post in the morning and I post in the evening. And there's some background noise, I guess. There's some.
Yeah, I just got it out.
Yeah, so yeah, what I did is I'm posting in the morning 100 groups, and I'm posting in the evening 100 groups. And also like I forgot his name, but I get a lot of leads from third world countries. But I want to say, I just got Friday, I think it was. There was a guy from Bahrain in Middle East, and actually I spoke to him a week ago about him, and he said, yeah, he was interested in joining IBK, but he didn't have the funds yet coming up with that. And so I've been talking a little while back and forth, but I haven't spoken to him for a few days until he came on Friday to me out of the blue, and he said, hey, Jeroen, I'm ready to join IBK. I said, really? He said, awesome. So I helped him up, set him up, and yeah, he just made his first sale within, I think, a few days after when he joined, and I coached him, So what I'm trying to say with this, guys, even you get a lot of leads from third world countries, doesn't mean they won't join. People can join all over the world. And that's the message what I like to give to people. Don't always say, oh yeah, it's like India, so they won't join. Don't do that, because you don't know what their background is. They might join, and that's what I've learned from posting in the groups. Yeah, and for the rest, I'm posting out every single day, getting about 20, 30 leads a day, and yeah, it's awesome. The software works, guys. Just can say.
Yeah, it most certainly does, and you're right about the third world countries, because those that know me and have done some business with me, I mean, my business with my other businesses and with IBK and stuff, I'm in like 136 countries, okay, and a lot of them are in the Middle East and stuff like that, and third world countries, into Africa and stuff. There are people over there that will find the funds that'll come in here because they're as driven to be successful as anybody else has. Maybe they have a little bit more challenges out there to raise the funds, but they'll find a way to do it. I mean, many have. I mean, I've got people from Nigeria, from Algiers, from Costa Rica, from was it Cordoville or something like that. There's a lot of them that are over the Ivory Coast. I've got people in from. They come from everywhere. People will find a way. If they're driven, they'll find a way to start the business with you. Okay, it's that simple. And so never ever write these people off. I have them always on my list, because at some point in time they will come back. I mean, there's deals you can work out with people. I mean, right now I'm working out this deal with this young fella who really, really wants to. He's having a hard time getting out there. So, I'm giving him a lot of promotional stuff. I'm actually promoting my link with his information. Okay, and the deal I've made with him is that if he makes 2 sales, I'll give him the money to buy into IBK, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, that's just something I've done for people. I mean, this is a way for you to do it. I don't give the money to anybody, but if they work for it, then I will give them. Like in this case here, when this gentleman makes 2 sales, because I'll know they're coming in from him, because I've made a special information for him, that when he makes the sales that come in, I know they're coming from him. I put that money aside and I say, hey, here you go, you've done it, right? And then I send him the money in PayPal. He then goes and buys into the system, and he's in the system, and now he's off doing it, making his own money for himself. That's one way you can help people do it. Okay, that's how I've done it. There's all kinds of ways to help people. I also shared last week that they could use things like Jaron and I are using. JVZoo and other things like that, where you can sell affiliate products that pay you instantly in PayPal. When you raise enough money, then you can come in and buy IBK and go on your way with that. I still promote other things. I have a travel company that I do, and Jaron has a gold company, and I'm sure that some of the others on here have other things that they're doing. That's the beautiful thing about IBK, because IBK can be used for promoting any business that's out there. And if you're in another business, you should be talking to the other people in that business saying, look, you need this to promote that business. You don't have to promote IBK, but use the darn software to build your list, because it is powerful. It's what gets the name out in front of anybody. Okay? We talked out a lot about that. Now, what I want to do is I want to share my screen here with the software. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do that. Looks like I can. Can everybody see the software? Yeah? No?
Yeah, Carl.
Okay, good. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the software that's running right here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some searches here, and I showed a little bit about this, but there's a lot of things that people aren't doing. Like, Tom, you said you're searching make money. Okay. Make money is the most basic search. Everybody's in those groups. What you want to do is you want to find groups that nobody's actually going into. They don't have to be groups of 25,000 or 10,000. They can be groups of 200 or 300. and you could be the only one promoting IBK in that group to 200 people, to 300 people. Those are enough eyeballs to get your word around. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of different things here. So let's do like CPA offers. Okay, and we're just going to do a search for groups with CPA offers. Okay, see this? Look what's just come up here. Okay, now 5 came up here. Let me just see if there's any more than that.
No, don't see it, Carl. Can't see it.
You can't see them?
No, your screen hasn't changed. No.
It hasn't changed? Okay.
No, software. You don't see the change.
Okay, hang on. Let me.
There's something. Yeah, that's better.
Can you see it now?
Yes, Carl.
Okay, it came in. Just probably delayed. Okay. So here I typed in CPA offers. 5 came up. Okay. 439 members, 26 members, 11 members. How many's in this one? 19, 373. Okay. Chances that anybody else that's marketing IBK in these groups are probably slim to none. Okay. Except for after today. Now they're all in there. Okay. You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make here is don't go searching the same groups that everybody else is going to be in. You know, you can go to the Google keyword tool. I forget what it's called now. It's something different. But you can go in and search make money online in there, and it will come up with a few hundred options to search. Okay? You know, CPA offers was one. Affiliate offers. Affiliate sales. Direct commission. Instant commission. You know, the list can go on and on. This is what I do, okay, to find groups that nobody else is in. So I can go in there and tap that and hit those things for the next 3 or 4 weeks and come out of there with 10, 20, 30 sales. Okay, because nobody in that group has heard of IBK because nobody in there was advertising it. Right?
Yeah.
Now, you're not going to abuse the system and go into real estate or anything like that. You've got to make sure that when you're going to go in and search something, it's got to be related to something that you can do on here. Now, unless you're going to go out in a different fashion like I talked about a few weeks ago, let's say you wanted to go in and share your tool as a marketing tool for businesses. So then you could go into health and nutrition. You could go into anything that's within our industry, health and nutrition, environmental, whatever it is. But now you're going in a different way. You're not going to be going in there and promoting make money. You're going to be going in there and promoting a tool to help drive traffic and create leads. Okay? That's when everything changes. So now your whole dynamics of your promotion change. It all depends on the target market you're going to go after, on how you're going to promote it. Because again, you know, IBK has a very, very powerful software that could go into anything. I mean, look, let's just do nutrition. I don't know if I'm froze up here or not. No. Okay, so let's do health. I'm just going to type in health for right now. Okay. So now it's got all of these groups in here: health, home, anxiety, humans, whatever it is. We could do weight loss. Okay. And now we got all kinds of weight loss clubs coming up, you know. And in those groups, you're going to have people who are going to be promoting health and nutrition products, right? So in here, you would go in, like when you join these things, you start making posts in the weight loss groups. It's going to be like, you know, are you struggling getting leads for your weight loss business? Okay, that's how you'll be promoting IBK. You're not going to be promoting make instant commissions of $150, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be promoting it for the tool that it is, for what it can do. Make sense?
Yeah, it does, Carl. I just want to bring one point out on this. Now, I know that when we have a scraper that scrapes up the URLs from all the groups that you join. If you join a lot of these groups, you cannot post something separate because you would have to take out all those groups from your general posting.
Okay, let me show you what you do, okay? In this case here, what I'm showing you here, you are not going to do the auto join, okay? Here's what you're going to do, because when you're going to go into weight loss, you already have your make money from home URLs already set aside into your groups, right?
Right.
So at this point now, you're not going to add any more groups to those.
Oh, right. Well, okay.
So here's what I do. First thing I do is I'll click on the first link. So I'm going to go in, and then this is the link that's going to be here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my notepad. I'm going to copy this link, okay, and then I'm going to paste it into my notepad, and my notepad is going to be, and then I'm going to name that weight loss 1, weight loss 2, and I'll copy all of the links in there, and then I'll go in and I'll join them manually one by one. Then I'll go back and I'll go to the next one, and I'll go. This is a manual process for doing this, but this will allow you to create multiple niche groups. Okay?
You still need to join each one of those groups.
Yes,
each
you
one
do.
of those must be joined.
Again, listen to me, Tom. I go into the group, okay? I grab the link. I copy the link. I paste it into my notepad. I go back. I join it. I click on join. I'm not going to join here now because I'm not ready to do this. But then I would join it.
Right.
And I'll go to the next one. Click on it. Grab the link. Go back. Join it. And I'm pasting all these links from all of these rooms into a separate notepad file that will be weight loss. Okay? And then just like I would have my IBK URLs for you know, your make money, now you're creating a weight loss group. You're creating you know, environmental group. You're creating whatever, you know. So you have a whole bunch of different niches that you're hitting, and you're creating the list. Okay? This is where people have to understand. This is where the work comes in this business. If you're looking for something that has no work, you're not going to find it. And if you use the auto join here and you mix these all in with all your other ones, you're going to ask for trouble doing that.
Well, you have to. They are mixed in. Automatically get mixed in. You cannot use the scraper anymore.
See, you've got to listen to me, okay?
You cannot use the scraper though.
Listen very carefully, okay? I'm creating a separate notepad.
I understand that.
That has these links in it, so they're not getting mixed. In the whole, they're mixed in, yes.
They're mixed in the group that you're members of.
If you're saving it into these files, they'll never get mixed. If you don't save them, then that's your own stupidity.
Well, no, they're mixed into the groups that you've joined. You can't separate 2 separate groups or 3 separate groups in your joined group.
Did anybody explain to Tom what I just said, or did I lose everybody?
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. That you're joining groups, and all the groups that you join are in one Facebook.
Of course they are, Tom. But when you're selecting and you're adding these groups, you're putting them into. You're already separating them. Who cares if you've got 10,000 groups that are all in different kinds of niches? They're always going to be there. But if you follow what I just told you here, you never have to worry about separating them because you're doing it ahead of time.
Right.
Okay.
But you can't
Makes sense?
more
Does
than that.
everybody understand that? Stephen? Jared, do you understand what I just said?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm hoping the viewers understand that.
I did.
Okay? And Tom, I understand what you're saying. No matter when you group them, they're all going to be in your groups. I understand that, all in
You can't
Facebook.
join any more make money from home groups because you have to add them to you can't use the scraper. The scraper is used so that you can use that to make a file.
What did I just tell you? If you want to get into everything, then that's the manual part to do it. If you don't want to do the manual part, forget about everything else. You can't do it. Stick to the make money from home and then live with that, because that, in my opinion, is the lazy man's way to do things, and people that are lazy don't make money.
Most people who join IBK will use the one that the system builds. They will not go and make multiple niches to do this. They want to make money from the software and the way the software was built. It was built for one niche only.
Okay, what did I just say? If they want to do that, that's fine. And then that's how they have to live with whatever it is. And if they don't make money, That's because they didn't go into the back office and see my training, or they didn't see Billy's training, or they don't take part in any of these free training things that we've given for it. We have so much stuff to help people in here, but if they want to and they choose to ignore it, then that's totally up to them. But, you know, the point I'm trying to make here, and I'm trying to share something with you guys, okay? This is why I make money. This is why I'm a $5,000 to $10,000 a month earner on here, okay? This is why I make money, because I take the time to go and do it. I think outside the box all the time. I don't think like anybody else. And this is why I tell you and Stephen and Jaron and everybody else on here how to do this. You know, and Stephanie. Stephanie's brand new, okay? And Stephanie's going to learn something on here that she's not going to learn anywhere else. Can I
hook on that?
Sure.
Because what's his name? Tom, right? Hey Tom. Last week I made about, together with IBK and the other offer, I made over $1,200. Why? Yeah, one is part of the software that I use, but the other one is also I looked for other places where I could promote IBK and my opportunity, and also people messaging me asking me how to do this, how to do that. Yeah, it cost me some time, but it's well worth it because you're getting paid for that, right? So it's that's
follow up. I agree. It's 20%, 80% of software, 20%. Yeah. You know, the follow up. Still have to follow up.
Yeah, but there will be some time going in. That's for sure. I'm just being upfront and honest, you know, to people, you know. And I'm just telling them it's not just only the software. You know, there's so many groups, those money-making groups that penetrated with. Everybody is promoting. If you look at this, there's every single minute there's a new opportunity being promoted. There's tons of it, and I found it more harder nowadays, harder to get leads from there because people are being busted so many opportunities.
So what are we promoting IBK for then? I want to know that. Why? If you can't do it the way the software was built, then you have to go outside of IBK.
Yeah, I'm saying you can do it with the software. That's what I'm saying. But Carl is trying to say, yes, but Carl is trying to say, look also for some other groups where you can, where not so many people are promoting the opportunities in. That's the point he's saying.
This software is very powerful. Okay. Yep. You can use it to go on full automation if you want. And use it just the way it's supposed to be done. But I make more sales using it as the tool, okay? I can use it to search. You can search and join groups faster with the software on a manual basis than you can if you went into Facebook itself and started going through the groups. Facebook, it takes you 5 minutes to go from one group to another because you got to keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and then you got to go in your list and look over again and all that kind of, it's crap the way Facebook has it done. The software makes it so much easier for you to pick. And if you do it, what I just told you to do, that's the manual part, okay? You go in, you grab the link, you put it into Notepad, save your Notepad as whatever, weight loss, whatever you want to call it, okay? Whatever it is you're looking at, then you save your list of URLs there, and you have the URLs. So when you go back into the software, you're going to go, okay, I'm going to post today, this is the message, I'm going to post it to the weight loss. You just grab your weight loss little thing you put up, you grab the links from the weight loss groups, and you throw it in there. It's a no-brainer. Okay? Right. I mean, we can argue all day long about that's what the software's for. You know what? I don't care what the software's for. I don't care, okay? I'm using the software to infiltrate the places that nobody else wants to go because that's where I'm going to make my money. I'm not going to waste my time with the other 5 or 6 million people posting in make money from home, like Jaron says, where everybody's seeing different ads over and over again, and they're not acting on it. You know where I'm making my sales? I'm making my sales in the groups that I took the time to go in and find and post my stuff in there. I'm not making it in all the make money from homes. I'm almost ready to dump all of those. because
Yeah.
they don't seem to be doing anything for me. And this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Also. Yeah, that's from my experience also.
Okay.
Go out there. That's the only way to use it is the way you're saying.
You know
This is
what?
not working for the most people.
I'm not saying it's the right way, but let's just put it this way. If there's a pond right here and has 5 million people fishing in it, and then there's a pond over here that has 5 people fishing in it, I'm going to the 5 pond. I'm not fishing in this one here because nobody's gonna catch any fish. Okay?
Then that means I got 600 groups that are worthless.
I never said that. See, now you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm just taking what you're saying. Is they're saying those big money affiliate marketing, the ones that are recommended, are not recommended anymore because there's too many people.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying mix it up. Isn't that what I said, guys? You mix everything up.
Yeah,
One group in the morning, one group in the afternoon. Doesn't have to be. It could be make money in the morning. It could be weight loss in the afternoon or whatever. It could be fishing the next day. It could be hunting at night. Whatever. You know,
you have to
mix
know
it
something
up.
about those areas. You must know about the areas that fish in those ponds. How many people know about fishing?
This is why I don't share stuff. This is why I don't share stuff because
That's why.
No. Now you've ruffled my feathers, and I'm going to let everybody know now. Okay?
Go ahead.
This is why I don't like to share stuff because everybody that I talk to, I look in the IBK community and all that, and all I hear about is, excuse my language to everybody, bitching and complaining about how they can't make any money. Okay? And I come on here and I show you guys how to tap into the right markets, and what do I get? Bitching and complaining. Sorry, Tom. But, you know, I'm sharing with you a way to do it, and you're trying to counter it. Don't care. So I've shared what I'm doing, and the more negativity feedback I get overall, the less I'm ever going to share. And that's fine with me because I'll go out and make all the money. It doesn't matter to me. I want to see everybody else make money. But, you know, don't shoot me down when I'm trying to share something with you that's going to make you money. Because you've made 2 sales since you've been in, and I've made 89 sales since I've been in.
And if your sales are all coming from other niches, then it shows that we got to stop doing.
I never said they were all the other niches. A lot of them came from the make money, but I'm finding that the make money is now becoming too overwhelming, like too used by IBK now. Because you got to watch that. Because sometimes you will find that certain groups will just have way too much. I go through the groups. A lot of times I'll go into the groups and I'll see what the postings are in there. And if I find that every second one is an IBK, there's no sense in being there anymore. Okay?
That's true. That's true, Carl says.
But what's the point in being there?
That's true what Carl says. I see a lot of IBK posts popping up in all those money-making groups and everything, and that's, you get less responses. It's a fact. I experience it as well.
Well, you know, it's a good and bad thing, okay? Because competition is good. I love competition. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, but what happens then when you start seeing all the IBK in there? The chances of you, it turns into a lottery at that point now, because if you've got 25 or 50 people posting in there, the people are going to be seeing and getting excited about IBK, but the chances of you getting your link clicked on will be 1 in 50. You see what I mean? So, you know, I still post in them just in case something could happen, but I'm also posting someplace else where I know something is going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, I shared Hercules with everybody, and I'm sharing it again, okay? I love Hercules. I've been using Hercules for 10, 11 years. I make sales all the time with Hercules. You know how much IBK stuff I see on Hercules? Hardly any. That's awesome. I love it, because I'm going to clean up shop there. You know? There's like 1.4 million people on there that will eventually hit my ad. I actually have a following on there now, which I've never had a following on a safe list before. I actually have people who email me and now get on Skype and text me and say, hey, I didn't see your post for today. How cool is that? Okay? The point I'm trying to make is that you've got to be consistent in everything you're doing, but you also got to think outside the box. Okay? If things are looking like they're becoming a little overwhelming in there, okay, that your chances of making a sale are going to start to dwindle because you have too many people. It's like fishing, okay? Let me go back to that, okay? In Alberta, Canada, where I live, okay, we have the most anglers per lake. We average 110 to 120 anglers per lake, while all the other provinces average 10 to 15 anglers. So the chances of us going to any lake and catching any kind of decent fish are very slim to none. We'll catch more fish that are 6 to 8 inches long than anything that's like 16 to 20 inches long. That's because they're overfished. But if I go to Saskatchewan or BC and fish one of those lakes, the chances of me catching a 1 or 2 pounder are a lot bigger because the anglers are less in that lake. There's more fish.
Okay.
It's the same thing with networking. You got something to say, Steph?
Oh, I was just going to say, it sounds more like, you know, with anything, you just have to adapt as, you know, as things are changing and as, you know, as certain groups are getting more saturated, you just have to keep adapting. And so,
Yep.
you know, maybe the video that was created, you know, a month ago isn't as relevant now because, you know, now there's so many more IBK users. You have to keep adapting.
Well, there's that, and then there's the other thing. There's offering incentives, okay?
Okay.
Because a lot of times what you do, like everybody's offering the same thing in IBK. And this is what I talk about, first of all, branding yourself so people see you. Like everything that I post, you see my picture on there. Everything has my picture on it. The other thing is that I have extra incentives that I give people. So sometimes you've got to play the market, you know? It's just like if you were going to go to a concert. You wanted to go see your favorite person in concert. And the concert, like the ticket center you go to buy for, are selling tickets for $75. But you can, you know, if you can't make it to there, are you going to settle for the scalper who's selling it for $125? Same ticket, different price, right? Now, maybe there's a scalper out there saying, hey, you know what? I'll get you 2 tickets for $75 because now it's 5 minutes of the concert. They're trying to get rid of these things, or maybe the concert's just started 5 minutes in. Now they have to reduce their ticket price. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to use different scenarios to try and get people to understand the way you have to think. Okay.
You have to be an expert marketer. It sounds like you have to be a real marketer like Carl Harbautzen in order to get this thing to work. You can't just use the software anymore. You got to know what you're doing.
Well, you know, if you want to be defeated, and that's fine.
Now, but you're defeating, but that the IBK software, because it's no longer the software, it's how you market it.
You know, this is what you don't understand is that software is very powerful. It's all a matter of how you use it.
Right, but you have to know. You have
If
to know
you want to use it for automation, listen to me now, okay? If you want to use it for automation, hey, go right ahead. But live with the results that the software gives you. Live with them. Or you could use the software to its ultimate potential, like I just showed you, and make the sales. It's all up to you. See, this is where the lazy marketer versus the seasoned veteran. Okay? I'm going to get there. And I will beat you every single time because I was you at one time, and I got fed up. And I started thinking outside the box. I started thinking outside the box. Now, just so everybody knows, this kind of stuff happens on a Hangout. There can be a lot of heated stuff on here. But Tom and I have known each other for a very long time, so he's just going to tell me to go jump in a lake afterwards.
I'm challenging you, man. I'm not here to agree with you on everything.
You know, I'm not right about everything, guys. Just remember that. I'm not always right about everything, okay? I just know the success that I've had using this software in a slightly different way that everybody else is. Because I will think, you know, like I've told everybody, if something doesn't go right, if the software doesn't work or whatever it is, I don't stop and jump up and down in a tantrum or turn red and start screaming or anything. I just go, you know what? I got to figure a way around this. And I just go and I figure a way around it. And at one point in time, we did have some issues with the software. It wasn't working right. So what did I do? I went and did everything manually. I did everything that the software would do automatically. I just did it manually. Now the software is working, okay?
For you.
And again, I use the software okay, in a manual fashion in most parts. I don't auto-join stuff because the software will auto-join every group. It'll join open, closed, and even secret groups, okay? And how it ends up doing that, I don't know, because you're not supposed to be able to do a secret group. But somehow this software allows you to. You don't want to be in those groups. You don't want to be in closed and secret groups, okay? Because there's limitations on that. So I go through and I hand pick the groups I want to be in. I will spend 2 hours a day and do that, okay? Because that 2 hours a day could mean $5,000 a month to me, versus if I just let the software do it, maybe it'll give me $300 or $400 a month. You just have to think. You know, just because the software was designed to do this doesn't mean that's all that it will do. This software is very, very powerful, you guys. You can use it, and if you use it in a manual sense, you'll make way more money, okay? Just join the groups that you want to join, separate them, grab the URLs like I showed you in here previously, create your little niche groups, and then put them aside. And then when you want to promote to that niche group, promote to that niche group, doing it in this fashion. Because not everybody is going to look at IBK for the money. They'll figure that out afterwards. Okay? If you sell IBK for the powerful tool that it is, you'll make way more sales, because that's how I sell it. I sell it for the powerful tool. Like in my travel business that I'm in, I tell everybody coming in, you have got to get this so you can market this travel program. And I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay? I market it for the power that it is. Go ahead, Steph.
I was going to say, that's a good point. I run 2 websites, and my first thought when I got into the videos watching what this software could do, my very first thought was, wow, I could get my articles out across, all of the, all the blogging sites and get so much more traffic to my other websites using that same tool.
Yeah, if you're a blogger, let's talk about that, because I own like 9 blogs, okay, and all of my sites, my training sites and everything, are off a blog platform, okay. So this is what I do to drive traffic, okay. I go and I will promote, if I've just done a video or something, it's done through my blog, okay. I'll have it on a page I've created, and I'll take that page and I'll promote it with the poster into all the groups. So what does that do? It gets people going to there. What does that do? It drives traffic to my blog.
Yep.
Okay? And then I get people sharing it on Facebook. What are they doing? They're sharing the link to my blog. Now I got more traffic coming. Okay? So if you're selling stuff off your blog, if you have a cooking blog or a knitting blog or whatever it is, and you're selling stuff off your blog, chances are you're going to make a lot more sales off of that blog site. Especially if it got incentives on it, like through AppSense or AdSense or whatever on there, right? I mean, it's endless the amount of money you can make with IBK if you just think outside the box. Okay? So I'm going to open it up to all the others that are out there. Just hang on, Tom. I'll let you come in afterwards, because I know you want to put me in my place, and that's okay. Again, Tom and I have a good relationship. We have these kind of heated conversations, and then we laugh about it afterwards.
Yeah, we're still friends, Carl, no matter what happens here. Love you, man.
So, Jaron, you got something to say, or Steve?
Well, I don't know if Steve said something. Well, like I said, yeah, I just talk out of my own experiences, and since I've been in IBK, and yeah, it went basically with any business. Sometimes when there's a lot of members going to join, and you have to do sometimes things a little slightly. It's not hard to do. It's just yeah, I can say just do something a little different, and you get tapped into places where no one is tapped in, and you're getting those people, and that's also what I did, and my experience has been so far. So yeah, that's all I can say. Just follow the methods. Follow the methods. The methods are working. That's it's just clear. But like I said, sometimes you have to think like, oh, what can I do, or what can I do to get some more leads, or get some more exposure. That's all I want to say. I agree with it.
It's all about finding the right traffic. You know,
Yep.
you don't have to spend a lot of money to do that. You know, just what I showed you here, it's proof. I mean, I've made so many sales doing it this way here in IBK, and this is like something that I was struggling with whether I wanted to share this today.
Carl, how
No.
many so far? How have you made so far in IBK?
What's that?
How much have you made so far in IBK?
Almost 13,000 since April 14th.
Wow, that's great. Awesome.
Yeah, Steve, anything you want to add to this?
Well, I think what you're trying to tell us is that we need more options. You know, it's just like a good bass fisherman. Does he go out there and fish with just one bait, or does he take several baits?
Yeah.
So
That's exactly it. You know, and bass fishing. I'm coming down to California. We're going bass fishing. I'm tired of you showing me these pictures.
bring it on down.
So, okay, Tom, back to you, buddy. Any final things you wanna,
Let's see what I want to say. Okay.
smoke me or something?
I worked so hard, Carl, to get my correct posting with the pictures of them making the money, the pointing down, all that stuff. I worked so hard. I got 600 money from home, various groups, and now you're saying that it's saturated.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
don't wanna buy it.
I'm saying that there are a lot of people using it, and you're still going to use those groups. You're still going to post to those groups. But what you want to do is you want to have alternate postings too to other niches. So you should see the different pictures that I've made. I make pictures all the time. I've got my pictures that are pointing down and showing this when I'm showing the money, and then I've got other pictures that I'm doing when I'm promoting IBK with my travel program, and I got other pictures when I'm promoting IBK with affiliate products, and then I got other pictures that I'm making now when I'm trying to hit other niches, like using this tool to promote your business here. So I have many different folders that I use with different pictures in it, depending on what I'm posting and to who I'm posting it to. See, I haven't shared this stuff with you guys before because I didn't think the time was right, and maybe this is still not the time.
Well, Carl,
But the point I'm trying to make here is that, a lot of people are struggling out there, okay? And they're struggling out there to make sales. And, sometimes they don't know how to compete. I know how to compete with everybody out there. But then not everybody is me.
that's right,
Not
Carl.
everybody will be
That's
me.
what I tell you.
Okay? Well, just listen now.
Yeah.
This is why I'm sharing with you that, look, here you have an opportunity to go and tap into some other markets just using a different style of approach and making those sales where nobody else is. Okay? There are tens of thousands of groups on Facebook. And there's 100 times more on all the other social media out there, like LinkedIn and Google Plus and Pinterest and Instagram, and the list goes on. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody has tapped Instagram yet. I don't think anybody has.
And
They might have, but I've never seen anything in there. I haven't even done it. But I'm like this close. I'm this close to doing it, and I will hit that. I've already hit Pinterest, and I'm getting interest, and there isn't very many people on Pinterest either. Trust me, and that's why I'm hammering that market. Then there's AppSense, AppSense, AppSense.com, another huge one. You know how many people are promoting IBK on AppSense? Nobody. Well, maybe after today they are, but nobody now. Okay?
Sometimes people don't know how to do it. People need to be trained to do these things. It doesn't happen automatically.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Are you a monkey or are you a puppet? Okay? You're gonna teach. If you can do Facebook, you can do any other social media. It's all the same.
Right.
All the pictures that you have, that you've made, that you do on Facebook, can be put on any other social media that's out there. Anything. All your advertising can be put there. Everything. The only thing is that you're not using an auto poster.
Right, but how do you?
Wait a second. Wait a second. That's work. I forgot. That's work. That's work. I forgot.
People shouldn't be using IBK if they want to work. Just manually post. Why should we use IBK then? Answer that, Carl.
Did I say to manually post an IBK?
Why should we use IBK if then manual posting is works?
I give up.
Don't have an answer for that.
I give up. No, I've already told you the solution, but it hasn't gone in here yet.
Go outside the box, but we need training on how to go outside the box. It doesn't automatically come into our head.
You know what? I use IBK to do all my posting on Facebook. I use it every day, twice a day. I use the software to post into different niches, okay? But I will go to LinkedIn, and I'll go to Google Plus, and I'll go to AppSense, and I'll go to all these other ones, and I manually post in there. Why? Because it's my business. I want to make money. I don't stop at Facebook. I expand myself out there. If everybody wants to stop at Facebook, hey, by all means, everybody crowd into Facebook and then close the door, okay? Because I'm going to be out the other ones here where I'll be able to sit relaxed in the open space area of AppSense and Pinterest and all that and just rake in the money. I don't care. Don't matter to me. I'll take it all.
Do you want to show us how to do it?
I just told you. There's no difference.
Go to AppSense. Like we could go to Facebook, but we have to know how to do it as well.
It's the same thing. You know, you post your message in there, and you post your pictures in there. You're just doing it manually in the other social media. You're just not using a poster.
On your timeline.
Yeah.
So why doesn't timeline work for Facebook then? Why do you have to go into groups?
You can do it through your timeline on Facebook, but groups
no one's going to see it.
To more people.
No one's going to see it unless you post it to groups. That's why we post it to groups. That's what
it's not that. It's not that no one sees it. It's that groups gets it out to more people.
That's right.
What he's saying is to get it to even more people, post it to other sites too.
Yeah. Every social media has communities or groups. Everyone does. AppSense has it. Google Plus has it. Pinterest has it. They all have them. Everything has them. Okay? You do the same thing. It's just manual. If you don't want to do it because you're lazy, then you're lazy. It's that simple. If you don't make any sales, you know, I want you to go grab a mirror, and I want you to look in it, and I want you to swear and scream at that person there, because that's the one that's causing you not to make any money. That person that's in the mirror. Okay? That's the only person you can blame. I'm sorry, but you know, Tom, you know me. I don't put up with, I have to do all. I don't care. To me, it doesn't matter. If somebody doesn't want to do the work, that doesn't matter. Because I'm going to go and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make the money.
This is about doing the smart work. It's not about just doing any work. It's how do you do it to get the effective results that we want. Why? How do we make money?
Let me ask you something, okay? Out of all the big money earners that you know of on the internet, okay? How many hours a day do you think those guys work and gals?
So they try to tell you that it's done in 2-3 hours, and then the rest of the day they're off. They don't work all day. They make it so that they make residual income. They're going to make a lot of money, and they can take vacations whenever they want. This is the line that we get from people. The big boys, they're making all the money, and they're not working 24 hours a day.
Okay, and they're right. They work 2 to 3 hours a day. That's what I work. 2 to 3 hours a day.
That's right, but there's a way to do that.
How long does it take you to run? How long does it take you to run the IBK software? Anybody on here? How long does it take?
To set it up, to run it?
Yeah.
A few minutes, I think. Just get started.
Okay. So now 2 or 3 minutes have gone by. You've just run your software. Okay. So now that's going, and that's doing all your posting for you.
Right.
What else are you going to do? Are you done now? Are you done for the day?
Nope.
Why do you think it takes me 3 hours? Why do you think it takes me 3 hours a day to do? Because I go and I manually post all over the place in here. Why do you think that you type my name in on the internet and I come up all over the place? I'll cover the first 5 pages of anything with my name. Why? Because I go out there and I manually post. I don't rely on one thing to do all the work for me. I cannot rely on IBK software to do all the work. But I can go and manually post in other social medias, okay, and promote IBK, and people will buy it from me there. Okay, because they're suffering out there because they're not making sales in their business because they don't know how to do it on Facebook or anything else. Well, I'm just selling them a tool now that can do it on Facebook for them.
Right.
And now I'm going to teach them how they can go into other social media and do what I do, which takes me 2 to 3 hours a day. Now, I do it myself. I could easily outsource that if I wanted to. Okay? But I figured, you know what, it's going to take me 2 to 3 hours a day. Why should I pay somebody $500 to go and do that for me when I can do it myself? You see, that's the whole difference. You got to decide what you want to trade off for your success. Okay? This is why a lot of people listening to this now and that will listen to this are not making money because they want things done the easy way. You want an easy button? Go to Staples and buy it. Click on it as many times as you can and see if it works. It's not. It's a broken button. It don't work. No such thing as an easy button in life. So every entrepreneur that you will look up and see works very hard for their money. Okay? Very hard. I do these Hangouts. I don't have to do these. I don't have to do these at all. But I'm here to help everybody do it. And I shared my information today. Although I'm getting shot down, that's okay.
You're saying, but you're pretty much saying that IBK is not the answer.
That's
really,
not what I'm saying.
You see, you're twisting words. I'm going to throw Donald Trump on you. Stop twisting my words, or you're not going to be talked to again. Okay? Stop twisting my words. Okay? That's not what I said. I just said you can there's different things that you can do to make sales in here.
Right.
And to use the software differently. It's very powerful. Okay? If you want to use it to its full potential. But nobody does. Everybody just cuts and pastes their message in there, cuts and pastes their folders in there, clicks the button, and then just lets it post. They just do the auto join and all that kind of stuff, and then they post that. You don't know what the hell that thing is joining. And that was my beef with John. He goes, well, this is what it's set to do. Okay, fine. Let it do that. Okay? I'm telling you that taking a half an hour of your time or 45 minutes of your time to use the software, but use the manual join and select the right groups to join, that's what's going to make you a lot of money.
Well, I've done that, but it's all been in with the affiliate, make money, mom and dad from home, work from home. Those are the markets. Those are the markets of the people who are looking for this product. But you're saying, okay, that's fine. It's going to be saturated. It is saturated.
I never said saturated. I never said saturated.
Now, what did you say?
Somebody said saturated. I didn't say saturated.
It's overfished.
They're overfished.
Right. So that's almost like that. You can't catch the fish there.
Well, no, you can still catch the fish there. It's just your odds are a lot harder now. Okay? Saturation means that it just doesn't work anymore. It still works. Okay? You can never saturate our market. Never. I don't care what anybody says. Saturation is impossible in our market. There's too many people joining network marketing every single day and joining the internet every day. It's impossible for saturation to happen. Okay? The only thing is that things can get a little more difficult if everybody is joining the same groups. Okay? Now, what Billy says to do on his videos is join Make Money from Home, join Make Money Online. That's just to get everybody started. But, if you go into any of my training in the back office, which I put there to help people, I talk about what you need to do to think outside the box. That's why I do these Hangouts once a week. Okay. Today I gave you guys some serious information. Okay? Whether you guys use it or not, it doesn't matter to me. I just shared with you guys what I do. Don't use it, don't care, because I'm still going to go and put money in there, and I'm still going to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month in this company selling the product because I'm tapping where I just told you guys to go. Again, little pond, big pond. I don't fish in big ponds anymore. I will still throw my line in there, but that's not where my concentration is. You know, I'll take whatever I can out of there. I'm not going to say no to any sales in there. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to compete against everybody else. Okay? But the more sales I make, and the more that people see me making sales every day, what do you think is going to happen? Good chance that they're going to come and buy from me before they buy from you, right? That's happened to Jaron. That's happened to Alicia Walsh. It's happened to Billy Brady. It's happened to all of them. And
but they're not sharing what they're doing to do that. They're not sharing.
I just did. I just shared with you.
You just did, but yeah, but what types of ponds are you talking about? You're talking about, but we have to do fish and ponds that we know something about, and not everybody has the great wealth of knowledge that you do.
What
Not
did I just say?
necessarily.
Did you ever hear what I said earlier?
No, can I say something?
Sure.
Go ahead.
For any hobby, interest, whatever there is out there, there are tens of thousands of people who have websites for that niche. So, you know, people who like to fish, people who like to ski, people who like to train dogs, whatever it is, people have websites for that. All you have to do is find those people and say, hey, I have a way for you to direct traffic to your site. Tons and tons of traffic. You don't have to know how to train dogs to tell them you have a tool that can help them drive traffic to their site. You don't have to know anything about it. You just have to say, I have a tool that can help you.
All right, there should be a generic post for that purpose.
Why?
Carl, how about the training in that area? Could you do that?
Why? I mean, I'm here, and I've been doing this with you for I don't know how many years, trying to tell you and teach you how to think outside the box.
Well,
And
okay.
for some reason, you've got duct tape on it because you can't get out.
It's a tool, and I see the tool, the way Billy promotes it, the way everyone promoting it, that you do it, you make money with this, and this is how you do it. It's an automated thing, 80%, 20%. I'm listening to that stuff, Carl. But now you're saying something a little different, and I'm willing to listen to something a little different if you make it into a training and say how you go about doing it.
I'm sharing something different. I'm not saying something different.
Yes, right.
Different. Again, strike 2 on twisting my words. Okay? Don't make me pull a Donald Trump on you.
Correct me if I'm wrong with what I'm saying that you're saying.
I shared with you. I never said what Billy said to do was wrong. What Billy telling you to do in his videos is exactly what you've got to do. What I do is I think outside the box. I don't market like everybody else does. Okay? The reason I don't market like everybody else does is because I'm not like everybody else. I don't want to make the same money that everybody else does. I'm not interested in making $500 or $1,000 a month. I'm interested in making $5,000 to $10,000 a month. That's what I'm interested in. And if I can't do it in that niche, I'm going to find another niche. And I just shared with you guys today a different way to use the software. If you want to use the software for the way that it was promoted, by all means, okay? But live with the results that it gives you.
And we're telling people that they can make money with this software doing the way it says. And we're lying now. Are we lying now? I think the way I'm getting at, we're lying now.
Strike 3, Tom. I don't want to hear from you anymore today because that is not what I said.
No, it's not what you said. What I'm saying is what I'm getting from what you're saying.
I'm not telling anybody that they can't make money with this because people that are joining this are making money with this program doing exactly what the software does.
Okay.
They're making sales. Maybe they're making 3 or 4 or 5 sales a month, and they're happy with that. That's great. I want 30, 50, 100 sales a month.
Okay.
That's why I'm sharing with you different ways to use this.
All right. Got it.
Okay? Use the software the way it's intended. It works. Trust me. You made 2 sales doing exactly what Billy told you to do.
Right. And I'm making it to get to the point where it gets the maximum number of people in those groups.
And I gave you your option. Okay? That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Enough heated stuff here.
Still love you. I love you, Carl.
I tried to share, and I've shared with you guys today another way to do it. Trust me, I don't think I'm going to touch on this subject again. No, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me because I can go out there and make the money. It's just I shared something that is going to help you guys make a lot more money than what you might be making with now.
Well, I appreciate it.
Okay?
We know you're making money, Carl. That's the whole thing. We know you're making money, but the people out there want to know what they can do to do it. And if your training is going to help, not by just saying go outside and go someplace else, if there's something specific like posts that you can show us how to do it, that would be nice, Carl.
I just did. I just showed you what to do on this video. So go over this video over and over again. Okay? I'm not going to go and I'm not going to go and make a training on it. I'm not going to do all that. You know why? Because no one pays me to do this. I do this out of the kindness of my heart. I don't have to do this. Remember that. Okay?
Yeah, true.
I don't have to do this. I'm selling a product that works. There's training enough in the back office that Billy Brady does to do it. Anything that's in the back office there is over and above that I give out of the kindness of my heart. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do any of this. But I am.
Well, I appreciate all the help today.
I know you do. I know you do. So I just, you know, this happens with Tom and I sometimes. So just, you know,
Just bear with us.
bear with it. Okay?
It's not happening for.
We still love each other like brothers anyways.
Right.
I mean, it's not happening.
Like brothers.
It's not happening.
I'll always.
It's not happening often. It's also the first time I see this.
What? It's the first time you've seen it, Jared?
Yeah, and it's the first time I've seen this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what? This kind of stuff is always going to happen, and this is why, because different people have different mindsets, and sometimes mindsets clash, right? So I'm not saying I know everything. I never will say that I know anything and everything. But when I have results with it, and it's proven, and I share that, I don't share anything on here that doesn't work, that I haven't made money from. Okay, that would be just ignorant if I did that. Okay, but I've got those 80 whatever sales to prove what I've done. You can ask Billy. Okay, he gets all the sales from me, so he knows what I can do. You know, he knows the sales that I've been doing. So the point is that not everything is done using the software the way the software is designed. I've just, because of the entrepreneurial mind that I have, I always think outside the box. I think, man, I could use this software for this. I could use it for this. I could use it for this. So I do. And that's why I shared it here today. So I'm not going to beat this thing over and over again. I think I've beat it enough for 15 minutes. So, guys, thanks so much for coming on. I have another hangout I got to do here in about 45 minutes, so I got to get prepped for that. But all the viewers, I hope you enjoyed the entertainment today on here, and hopefully you got something out of it as well. Pamela, with Fight Fest today. You know, I don't know if it's a UFC or what the heck this is. You know?
Madison Square Garden.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks everyone for coming in, and we'll back here Tuesday again at 1 p.m. Any last words from the panel?
Yeah, thanks, Carl, for always doing training every week. I appreciate it, man.
Anytime.
Thanks, Carl,
Thanks, Carl, for putting your time in for us.
Hey, you guys are welcome. Love you, Tom.
Love you too, man. Thanks a lot. Talk to you.
Bye.
Guys. Thanks again.